Alright, here are the back supports, and then these go in to wedge it in tight. So if you need to take it apart, this part to take these out to take it home, we'll take these out first, and then the whole thing pulls out like that. And you actually end up putting these in with a bit of a mallet. I'll have to figure out which side is which. We'll work on that. Let me do the other thing. Those go from the inside out. And I can't get to it very good right here. Well, we'll let Lynn fix that later. Okay, so there's the other one that came with it. So those are original. And here is the wheel. And you put the lipstick side facing you with the and then just kind of work it down back in there. Yes. And so this is on the back. And Lynn made another, this isn't original, but it is from a piece from one from the same era. So you can put that in to wedge that in so that it stays. You don't have it coming up on you. Oops. My side just needs to be tightened, but we'll get there. Then you usually might want someone to help you with this. And I'm going to send you some, well, maybe I'll put them on the same side first. Whoops. Oh, it's all falling off. Just a minute. Okay, let's start over. It's around the leg. I can edit it. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. It might be helpful to have somebody hold this for you, but I'm going to try to do it by myself, just in case you end up doing it by yourself. And I'm starting out putting it just in one groove, and then I can fix that. Alright. And the cross is on the bottom. And I think I read that if you want to try to ply with this, you put the cross on the top. But I'm not exactly sure. Alright, so this guy, it actually needs to be tightened a bit more, and I think I'm going to make you a longer drive band. So this is at a bit more of an angle. But this part swings out, and the whole assembly comes out, or it goes back in, and I just lost my thing, but that's alright. So, can you see that from this side? So that just swings around, and there's actually a little notch down here to let you go back and forth like that. So you can take this off, then if you want to put it back in, it goes like that. And this was made by Fred Hatton right here. This didn't come with one that fits, so he has repaired that for us. Alright, I think. Okay, so we see the crosses right there on the bottom. Now, we'll put this guy back on. And we notice that it works better going on if you have it at the top. Okay, whoops, I didn't get any fiber. You want to pause a second? Okay, to adjust your tension here, this is a tilt tension, so it goes back and forth like this. And then you can get it to where you want it to be, and then you tighten it up either with these two bolts down here, or if you know you really, the nuts are down there. So you probably wouldn't be nice to have a little wrench here, or you can also tighten it here if you find the sweet spot that you really like. I should probably tighten it. Can we go get some? Here's a close-up of this part. just like any spinning wheel, you're going to take that off, but you need a pretty small hook to go through there. All of this assembly is new. Fred hadn't made this, including the metal. So it'll go through this opening here, and then of course out your orifice in the front.
Okay.
Get close up. Okay, this is a pretty small hook, you'll see. Your other one probably won't go through this orifice. And so this is the only one I have, so I can't send it with it. But you can try to find some piece of wire that's small enough to do it. Oops. Wiggling all over on me. Okay. Attempt to make a drive band all by myself to see if you could actually do it. And what I'm using here is this kite string from Japan that Judith McKenzie talked about in one of her videos, I think, or one of her books. I can't remember which.
Okay, that's.
And we'll straighten that out when we get this on. And we want the cross. We want there to be a cross in this, and we want it to be on the bottom side. I think, I may not be right, but I think that if you want to ply, you put the cross on the top and it makes it go the opposite direction. I'll send you all of that, so if you want to make a really nice one and sew it together, you will be able to do that.
Doesn't this go over here?
Yes. That goes right there. And this groove on the bobbin, and then this you have two sizes. There's a slight difference between this. So on the side I'm on right now is a little bit smaller, I think, and I think this, if I remember, they look pretty close to the same. You're calling that. You can play with it and see what you think. I actually think I might adjust this out again. Where's my...
Here, let me stop.
Whoop. Not a pretty knot, but it will work. Now, I wanted more of a slant on that, and I may have gotten too much. Shoot. Well, maybe no, I think it'd be. You probably want a little more tension than that. That's what I'm fiddling with. I could try that. I'll just give it a try and see. And if I need to untie it or do another one, I will. And they'll always actually stretch out a little bit after you get them on there. And so if you read about what Judith McKenzie talks about, you can actually overlap them and sew them together so that you don't even have any bump. This is going to have a pretty good old bump going. Is it this one?
I get it. That one doesn't work very well. It's the one over here.
Okay.
And it's this small one here.
Alright, sorry there. So now let's say I have it in the position I want it. I'm going to tighten it up. It's not bad actually, I think. And we probably should tighten those a little bit. That felt loose. Okay, let's see if it works. And these are really made to spin fairly fine yarns. They do it well, but you aren't going to ever spin something bulky on this. but it spins fine yarn quite quickly. Puts a lot of nice twist in there. And so we have one through on the bobbin groove and the other one through this whirl, and not a horrible amount of tension. If you put a lot more tension on that, it's going to pull it out of your hand faster, and so it'll have a lot stronger uptake. This is how you adjust your uptake. And I think that you really want something that you can actually let it go on or back off. That it's not so, it's not yanking it out of your hand, let me say. And so these are sticking out right now. When you finally assemble it for real, if you want us to do it tomorrow, we can put these in. We'll put them in with a mallet so that these will be nice and sturdy. Both sides they go in. These were the original ones that came with it. So, it's a very nice wheel. Hope you enjoy it.